Okay, so this is interesting. Um, for my matter manipulation device that I'm trying to invent, um, my question is to simplify, how do I connect with a string in string theory? Is there evidence that there is string? Is there evidence? And I was thinking of sound waves. Um, and the best sound wave is sound, or the best wave is sound waves. And why are there no sound in space? Because whatever space is made out of, too fast. It's faster than sound. Okay? It's faster than sound. That's what space is made out of. Um, so bringing it back to Earth, a photon, based on Einstein, is can be, remember, in quantum physics, it's always two things. It's always static and in motion at the same time. It is a particle, but it's also a wave. Why? Right? Why? Because that's the gravitational wave of what it is. It's rippling. And it's rippling through the structure. And you get the wave. It behaves in a wave. Because it's rippling from a core. Remember, why is Earth a planet? It's because of its core. The core causes motion. That's why the Earth spins, or it continues to spin. Or whatever pushed it in motion, the core causes it to continue to spin. Or to orbit. Right? So Pluto would orbit. So it's a planet because of its core. So the evidence of string theory is there. The evidence of string theory is there. Based on the photon's behavior. It behaves like a wave. It behaves like its core. What it is. Which is a string that kind of moves like a wave. Based on string theorists' description of it. So evidence of string theory, right there. Right there. How do we talk to it? Right? Let's say this is a string. It's this computer. You need computer language to talk to it, for it to turn on, have whatever on it. It needs a language for me to talk to it. Well, the double slit experiment. So this is what a photon is like. it behaves like a particle, and it also behaves like a wave. So it's always two actions in quantum physics. It's always two. Always. Just know that. It's always two. It's static and motion at the same time. Always. So the double slit experiment is when they shoot one photon or one electron, it behaves normal. You know, you have two slits and you get two bars. The second you measure, you code something in. Measurement is a code. It is watching. Let's say you code in watch. Watch this. Or you put in camera. Watch it. It changes because it's a code. So now you code in this camera that watches, that measures. It behaves totally different because that's a code. What does this mean? Well, we can code more sophisticated language. What if we put 2 cameras, 3 cameras, 4, 5, 100 cameras in there? What would that wave? Because if you put 1 camera in, you get 5 slits that appear. Well, what if you put in 1,000,000 tiny cameras? What would that change to? So that's the double slit experiment is the first coding of communicating with a string. That's the first time we communicate with a string. That's the first time. Now, what can we do with it? How can we push that technology further? And what can that technology do? If the body is a simulation, it's also a computer. The body is a computer. And the universe is a computer. The possibility is endless. It's endless. It's only starting with the string. Right? We can travel faster than light. We can travel faster than space-time. We can travel outside of the universe. That's the potential. And that's what I'm proposing in my video. Okay? That's all I have so far. Because I'm just a beginning physicist. But I think I just proved string theory to be correct. And I think I proved that the body and the multiverse is a simulation. That's also correct. And the double slit experiment also proves that a multiverse is correct. If you put an observer, a human, present, it bursts out more. So just having one human, one observer, one person of measure, it bursts out a lot more. And look at how many humans there are on Earth. There's probably a lot of universes out there based on the double slit experiment. So I'm using the double slit experiment based on other researchers who experiment on that. And I'm using that to prove string theory and all of its theories, simulation, multiverse, string, to be correct. And I proved that you can communicate with a string. That's its language. You can communicate with a string. So a photon behaves like a particle and a wave because that's what it's made of. It's made of waves from a string. So that's my proposal for matter manipulation. That's what I want to invent. And yeah, this is my proposal.